Kenshiro Teraji vs Anthony Olascuaga. It was slated for 12 rounds, but it lasted for only 9. At stake was the WBC and WBA super flyweight titles held by Kenshiro Teraji. Though Anthony Olascuaga took the bout on short notice and had a record of 5 fights, 1 loss compared to Teraji's 21 fights and no loss, this fight was no walk in the park for Teraji. At the sound of the bell, both fighters not only swung lethal shots that connected, they often went toe-to-toe, taking almost as many deadly punches as they were giving. Kenshiro Teraji kept a weak control for the most part of the bout, but he was almost knocked out in round 8. Thanks to his conditioning and boxing prowess, he recovered, and wanting no more of such expensive junk, he sent the gritty Anthony Olascuaga home in the 9th round with a flurry of deadly shots that dropped Olascuaga on the canvas and almost out the ring. Jin Sasaki vs Keita Obara. With over 10 years age difference between the two fighters, many pundits felt certain they knew the outcome of the bout, and as many as predicted the younger Jin Sasaki will win were right. This is not to say that the older Keita Obara made it any easy for Sasaki. Obara started the bout strong, and in round 2 dropped Sasaki with a deadly straight right to the face. Sasaki will return the favor in round 3 when he dropped Obara with a left to the midsection. But it was a perfectly timed and viciously landed straight right to the face that knocked Obara out cold. The medics were still attending to him when Sasaki's victory was made official. Shakur Stevenson vs Shuichiro Yoshino. This was a clash of 2 undefeated fighters, but that was not what made the fight remarkably deadly. What did was the relative ease with which the 25-year-old Shakur Stevenson was beating a 31-year-old Shuichiro Yoshino. Stevenson, a natural orthodox who has been undefeated in 20 bouts, fought the entire bout from the southpaw stance and scored a knockdown in round 2 and another in round 4. Having seen Yoshiro take too much of deadly shots without landing anything of consequence, the referee ended the bout, effectively saving Yoshino from the deadly beating he was taking from his junior brother. The fight held at Stevenson's backyard of Prudential Center in Newark, New Jersey. Gervonta Davis vs Ryan Garcia. This was perhaps one of the biggest, if not the biggest, in the month of April. The WBA lightweight title held by Gervonta Davies on the line. King Ryan Garcia, who took the bout despite the rehydration clause he was to adhere to, appeared physically drained coming into the bout and underperformed in many ways. It is difficult to tell how much of his underperformance could be attributed to the dexterity of Gervonta Davis in the ring, to Garcia's rehydration, and to the too much respect Garcia showed Gervonta Davis in the ring. What is however not difficult to tell is the fact that when Garcia pressed action in round 2, launching with his signature and devastating left hook, Davies replied with his vaulted left hand. As soon as the left landed, Garcia was on the canvas. He beat the count and knew enough to think twice shooting his left hook. But despite his care in round 7, Gervonta Davis gave Ryan Garcia a test of his own medicine in the form of a body shot, which forced Garcia to take a knee and waited to be counted out. David Morrell Jr. vs Yamaguchi Falcao. The undefeated Cuban boxing star David Morrell Jr. made fast work of Yamaguchi Falcao, who took the bout on short notice. In a typical Deontay Wilder knockout fashion, Morel knocked Falcao cold with a perfectly timed right hook, which left Falcao crashing to the canvas at T-Mobile Arena. As the 35-year-old Falcao crashed to the canvas from the force of the hook delivered on him by 25-year-old Morel, the referee Celestino Rios waved an end to the bout. There was no need counting. Life is a bout.
Protect yourself at all times.
Fight hard, fight clean.